Alright, so a very good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching. We're here for the SRL 2020 edition of the Indianapolis 500 on Project Cars 2. And I'm gonna be commentating for you today, since we had a couple of issues with the commentators that were actually supposed to commentate. And so yeah, I'm in the commentary booth for today for the 4th edition of the SRL Indy 500 and the 3rd one on Project Cars 2, I believe. So yeah, we'll get underway in a couple minutes time. We are a little bit delayed, so apologies for that, but luckily the race is still going ahead after all. So yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen in the next 1.5 hours. The race is gonna be about just over an hour long, and we will also have a 10-minute qualifying and 10-minute race practice session. So yeah, we will get underway shortly, and I am pretty interested to find out who is gonna come out on top in about 1.5 hours time for the Indy 500 in 2020. So yeah, just a couple more minutes to go probably until we will progress into practice. And thanks to Max, Jensen and Lance for tuning into the live chat. And yeah, like I said before, can't wait to see what's gonna happen, and let's hope for a close race. Of course, the slipstream is gonna be very powerful, and oval racing can sometimes throw up some nice and close racing. So let's hope for that. And I'm getting notifications to approve to be a spectator. I keep pressing yes, so I don't know if that's fine now or if I need to do something else. Oh, it looks like we are starting, so it seems to be all settled. So let's go then into practice for the 2020 SRL Indianapolis 500. In 2017, Dion Stahl managed to win the inaugural Indy 500. In 2018, it was, I think, Francis McGinn who won it, and in 2019, Vasilios Belesiotis. I'm gonna check if that's actually true, because I am not very prepared in terms of my stats and stuff like that. But I'm gonna check now. I think I'm pretty sure it was right. Yeah, 2017 was Dion Stahl, 2018 Francis McGinn, and 2019 Vasilios Belesiotis, as I said before. So luckily the old brain still works. I did remember correctly. And thanks NFL Edition Germany for tuning in as well. Practice has started now, and yeah, over the next 10 minutes the drivers will just try to get acclimatized to the circuit and adjust the final few details, in maybe also the strategy, like fuel load, tires, stuff like that. The car setups are actually restricted, so the drivers are not allowed to adjust the setup. But they are allowed, of course, to play around with fuel loads and tire compounds and stuff like that. So yeah, the main thing that most drivers will be looking to do in this session is just to get their eye in and to get used to the circuit, which they will have to drive for 100 laps in succession in the race. So we're gonna run you through the drivers today. We've already got somebody leaving the pit lane, and that's looking to be Cameron Weston Edwards. And need to figure out how I need to control Project Cars, because it's actually the first time I'm commentating a Project Cars 2 race. I'm commentating any race, really. I think it might be because I'm on the wheel. I'm not sure. Maybe some buttons are connected to that. Oh, I can do it through here. Okay, okay. That's fine. Apologies for that. So we've got 3 drivers out on track, 4 drivers now. Cameron Weston Edwards, Alexei Koivuniemen, Jensen Randall, and Jurem Rusic. Also, Reese March has made his way onto the circuit now. So, we'll see what the times are like. Of course, being an oval circuit, you really have to be precise in your lap times. And the lap times are going to be very close. Also in practice, there was a 2-day practice session on Friday, yesterday, and on Thursday. And the times were very close indeed. I think the lap record was actually set, I believe, by Jensen Randall. And he did a 1 minute 30, oh sorry, a 0 minute 39 point something. I'm gonna look it up right now because I'm not quite sure what the lap time was. But Cameron Weston-Edwards opens the session with a 40.4. And it was actually Jensen Randall with a 39.720. And that's currently the quickest lap ever driven in an SRL Porsche Cars 2 Indy 500 session. So, yeah, in 3 years' time, that has been the quickest time, a 39.720. So, currently the quickest time in this practice session is a 40.4. Jensen Randall, the current holder of the lap record, is in second with a 40.8. And probably most drivers will be using pretty high fuel loads as well to sort of do a race simulation. So most drivers have set a lap time now. Only Max Milder and Sandro Dulis still not. As I said, Max actually posts a 1 minute 4.9, so he probably made a mistake on that lap. I'm gonna quickly share the live stream. Alright, so we're gonna hop on board with Reese March because he currently has the quickest time of 40.109, 300ths of a second in front of Cameron Weston-Edwards, and Sandro Dulis has posted a lap time as well now, 40.496, just over 3/10 behind Reese March and Weston-Edwards. Max Milder, this is the second SRL series that he is participating in. He is also He made his SRL debut a couple of weeks ago in the SRL GT3 Championship at the Indianapolis Road Course. So he already has done an SRL race around this circuit, as was that Jurem Rusic? Yeah, it was. He just went for a spin. But Max Milder, he made his debut a couple of weeks ago around this circuit. Not this layout though, it was the road course. And so this is his second appearance in SRL, this time on the oval in the Indy 500. We've got Alexei Koivuniemen here, who was being slipstreamed by, I think that's Sandro Dulis, and it is. So Sandro testing out the slipstream there. It's like I said before, very powerful around this this track. Okay, so still Sandro Dulis leading the way. I think he just posted the quickest lap time actually. So he's now at the top of this session. Sorry, I keep saying 1 minute because I'm used to it. A 40.093. Just 16 thousandths of a second quicker than Reese March and 47 thousandths quicker than Cameron Weston-Edwards. So that just shows how close the times here in Indy. The top 3 is covered by half a tenth. So I'm still trying to share the live stream on the social media pages. Reese March here, Let's see if he can improve his time and maybe get back onto the top of the leaderboards. He's picked up a little bit of slipstream there. And looks like he is backing out of it. Or no, I think the rest went down because he shifted up to 6th gear probably. Let's see if he does improve. And he does not, stays in 2nd position. Doesn't matter that much, like I said before, I mean practice. I mean, if you top a practice session, it's nice because it's nice to see yourself at the top of the list to maybe boost your confidence a bit, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter that much, let's be honest. So the drivers were looking to maybe do a couple of time attacks to prepare for qualifying, and but in saying that, qualifying doesn't mean that much because you know this is a special race, a long race, 100 laps, massive amount of slipstream. So probably most drivers will be focusing on getting used to how the car behaves on heavy fuel to see how that goes and what that would feel like in a race. But I can tell you that most drivers have practiced a lot for this race. Not only in the 2 official practice sessions, but also a lot of drivers have done a lot of private test sessions. And yeah, I think most of the drivers have done hundreds of laps of practice. So they should be very well prepared. Dion Stahl here in the Penske, the number 3 car. Bright yellow, you can't miss it. He is following his teammate, Reese March. So the Penske team helping each other out here by giving each other slipstream, which is so crucial around this Indianapolis Oval circuit. Dion there collapsed the wall a little bit. Probably maybe the front end washed away a little bit with dirty air there. Some drivers back into the pits again. Joram Rusic in the blue and yellow Andretti car. Number 29, the same number that he uses in the F1 Championship as well. I don't know if that's coincidental or if he just likes the team and the livery, but he is using the same number. And of course the numbers on this game, Project Cars 2, are linked to the cars and not the drivers. So drivers can't choose the number. Well, they can to a degree because you can choose out of a couple of numbers that are related to the cars, but you can't actually, you know, adjust your number, let's say. Here's Lance LeBron, the commentator for the F1 Championship. He's also racing in the SRL GT3 and SRL LMP2 series. And he is running the 98 Andretti car. And actually Dion, it looks like he's gonna top the practice session. He has done a 40.029, which is 3/100ths of a second quicker than Jensen Randall. Sandra Drude is behind that, 6/100ths of a second behind Dion, and Reese March with a 40.1, just 8/100ths of a second behind. So the top 4 covered within a tenth. Unbelievable. That is so close. So we still have a couple of drivers out on track. Here is Alexei Koivuniemen in that white and blue livery. He is currently 3/10ths behind Dion, and he doesn't improve. Here's Joram Rusic. He is currently 6/10ths behind with a 40.6, and the session has now finished. So somebody's game chat is still on, seems like. But oh okay, yeah. Sorry, I didn't recognize your voice, but I don't know, because I actually decided to commentate because you were there in time, but I don't know if you can. Maybe we can commentate together, and I can send you a party invite, but I don't know if you can. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I can ask someone to maybe send Johnny, or to send you an invite. Wait, I'm gonna quickly. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm spectating the race. Okay. So, like, so you are actually in the lobby, so it won't help if somebody invites you. Ah, good. No, it hasn't started yet. Should I quickly invite you to a party so that we can? Okay, okay, I'm gonna do that right now then. Yeah, the stream's already going. Yeah. Okay, so I just saw your friend's request. I hope the race won't start when I'm so in the process of trying to invite you, but okay. 6 Gun Johnny, okay. Okay, I've sent you an invite. So I'll quickly get back. Apologies for the delay, but the race is now underway. And I quickly had to invite Johnny to the party, so that's why I missed it, so apologies for that. Anyway, it's a 100 lap race, so we'll have plenty of time for some racing here in the Indy 500. But we are finally underway. It took a while, we were very delayed, but the race is going at last. So we've got Dion Stahl leading the way from Sandra Dulis in second place, and I'm now joined in the commentary booth by Johnny, so thanks for being with me here.
Appreciate it. Sorry about that, guys. It's been one of those hectic mornings, and yeah, sorry. I'm sure Fox and Sandra were pulling their hair out of their head, but I did manage to make it. Yeah, so here I am, and all I got to do now is actually see the race. So we'll be great to go. We'll be good to go then. Let's see what I can do here. And here we go. And they are running now. Lap 2 of what we is this the actual race?
Yeah, it is the actual race. Yeah.
Oh my God! Well, so much for the start there. It looks like is that Dion in the front there?
Yeah. Yeah, it is Dion Stahl leading the way.
Followed by the man himself, Sandro, and the yellow Penske. They're both Penske machines. Is that Penske? That's Menard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Penske. Yeah, Penske leading the way.
Leading the way, behind him is the yellow fluorescent color. That's got to be the Menard car.
Yeah, Jensen Rando in third position.
Jensen in third place. Where's my roster right here? Let me get my roster up here. I'll let you take the lead for a second while I get my papers together.
Yeah, sure. So Dion Stahl was already very quick in qualifying, and he managed to put in a pole position. I actually thought it was practice, but yeah, it was qualifying, so apologies for that. He manages to drive a 0 minute 40.0, and he was very closely followed by Reese March in second. I don't know what happened to him, but the top 4 was covered within a tenth of a second, so that just shows how close it is here in the Indy 500. And we've got Sandro Dulis right behind his Penske teammate. And of course, with the power of the slipstream as well, he will probably be looking to make a move very soon here on lap 4.
He's going on the outside.
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming on the bottom there. Slides right underneath there and takes that spot easily. No resistance from Dion there. Dion just understands this way early in the race here to make any dumb moves here. So yeah, he's not going to try to block or anything like that. Well, there's only 9 drivers in the grid. Is that correct? Am I saying that correctly?
That's correct. Unfortunately, a couple of drivers couldn't make it, like Vince van Heugden. Also, Yannick Verpeten, because of the late start, he couldn't finish the race, so decided not to participate. Because he had to leave. He would have had to leave the race before the end. And
you said a late start. What time is it? Where y'all are at currently? or
Well, for me it's 17:38, and the race was supposed to start about an hour ago. So.
Oh my God! Yeah. So yeah. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, no worries. I mean, we got it going eventually, and you know, I was supposed to drive, but considering we didn't have a commentator, at least not at the start, I decided to just do the commentary instead. But I'm happy that you made it anyway.
Well, I'm glad I could make it. I'll tell you what, it is just a little after 10 here. It's 10:35 here a.m. I think we were supposed to start at 10 o'clock my time. So yeah, I told my parents, wake me up, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, just go to sleep. You had a long morning, and oh my God, before you knew it, I opened my eyes and they're, you know, chatting away over there, and y'all forget about me. But either way, here we go. So yeah, Sandro's in the lead here easily, less than half a second away. But Dion, Jensen, and I couldn't find my roster. I don't know where I put it.
Yeah, no worries.
CWE is
yeah, that's Cameron Weston Edwards.
Oh, Mr. Edwards, all right. Then Max RIC. Is that Kamikaze Fox in 7th there?
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, Fox is out here in 7th. I know he said he finished 3rd in the last race up there, 4th, I believe it was. The last time out here in the 500. Hopefully, he'll have a better run here. What are we currently watching now? Fox himself in the Napa machine. And speaking of Napa, I'm feeling a little Napa myself without some coffee here. So yeah. Woo, man, I'll tell you what. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no worries, but yeah, still very close between the two Penske teammates at the front. Sandro Dooley is now being attacked by his teammate Dion Stahl. He's gonna look to go to the outside here.
Oh, nice! At the line, he crosses the stripe there.
Oh, side by side.
Side by side, into turn 1. Now I think that's got to be the hardest turn in the on the track.
Still side by side.
Yeah, they carry so much speed down the back straight. This long back straight here, it slots right in. Yeah, that was exactly what I was about to say. This long back straight here, you need to be following each other to get the momentum into 3 and 4, and he does. Nicely done there. Dion just holding the center of the line there, the center of the track, and Sandro just right on his gearbox, chewing and gnawing on him like a little dog with a big bone here.
And again now, Sandro Dooley is with the slipstream advantage. Really trying to take again. He has a bit of a lead, but he's not quite close enough. But these two have pulled away massively from the rest of the field. It's now 4.5 seconds between Dion and Jensen Randall, so also about 4 seconds from Sandro to Jensen. Today we're already pretty far ahead, only on lap 9 of 100.
They certainly gapped the field by a substantial amount here. Edwards needs to try to put the, Jensen needs to try to put his foot down and get some help here. He and Edwards, Max, who's that, Rick? Who's our
Reese March.
Reese, Kamikaze, they all need to get in a I guess a single foul. But look how far Kamikaze is from the rest of the field here, 20 seconds back.
Yeah,
he must have had issues early on. He must have hit the wall or something.
I don't know. I unfortunately missed the first lap because I was inviting you to the party. I probably should have maybe waited a little bit, but I don't know what happened to him. But he is indeed pretty far down, 20 seconds from the leader.
Oh wow, that's unfortunate. His car doesn't look like it has damage. Do y'all have the damage that you could actually see visually on programmed in right now?
Yeah, it doesn't look like he has a lot of damage. He might have had a spin or something, I don't know, but yeah, it's unfortunate for him that he has made quite a poor start. Same can be said for Alexei Koivunen. I mean, in 8th position, he must have had some kind of spin or crash as well.
What are the speeds at? Could you bring up the telemetry on the cars?
Let me see.
You have to go to the bottom, to the interface?
Yeah, let me see, wait. Speedo, yeah, I think I'm following Dion now. He is topping out at 365.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you're looking at kilometers, I'm looking at miles per hour. Okay.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. And miles per hour, he's at 213. Actually, we're looking at Zeron.
Yeah, that's Alexei Koivunen. Yeah, they're topping out at, like, for me, 345.
Those speeds of kilometers sound so much faster than they do in obviously in miles per hour.
Yeah,
219 miles an hour for Fox, so he's not full song yet.
Yeah.
What's full speed? About 225, 230, somewhere in there.
Yeah, and I think Lance LeBron and Alexei Koivunen might have a bit of damage because that maybe explains why they aren't as quick as, for example, Dion Stahl and Sandro Dooley here. Because even without slipstream, Dion is stopping out at for me, 360 kilometers per hour. So.
Did we lose one? We had 9 a minute ago. Now we only have 8.
Yeah, I think Jure Marusic has said in the live chat that he had to leave, unfortunately. Same like Yannick Verpeten, because of the late start, he couldn't finish the race. So, yeah, unfortunately, he has left as well. So 8 drivers remain.
Gentlemen.
So lap 13 out of 100 then. And Dion Stahl has pulled away a little bit from Sandro Dulis. It's now 5/10. And he has actually won the SRL Indy 500 before in 2017 on Gran Turismo 6. So he'll be chasing his second SRL Indy 500 win. Sandro Dulis, however, has never won it before.
He's never won it before, yeah. Well, the project cars and the Gran Turismo platforms are, I would say, substantially different. I would think this is a little bit more in the way of difficult level. I think this would be a little bit harder than the Gran Turismo. I'm not taking anything away from the skill set. It obviously takes a lot of skill to win a 500, regardless of you're racing on Mario Kart or Project Cars. But certainly Project Cars has a little bit more in the way of
realism,
feel, I guess.
Yeah,
realism. I would definitely have to say that. Yeah. Give me 1 second here. My coffee's ready. I see that already. So let me go over there and grab it.
Yeah,
and I'll be right back.
Sure.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Alright, so still the two Penske teammates very close to each other. Sandro Dulis has managed to close the gap again. It's down to 1/10 of a second. He is in the slipstream. And will he try an attack or will just stay back? I think Sandro might be pretty comfortable to just sit behind there. It's a long race. Still 86 laps remaining, including this one. So he's probably not too rushed to get past. In third position, Cameron Weston Edwards. He is pretty closely followed by Jensen Randall. Behind him it's Reese March in 5th position, Max Mulder in 6th, also pretty close between these two. Then it's Lance LeBron and Alexei Koivuniemen at the back of the field. So Cameron Weston Edwards trying to defend from his compatriot Jensen Randall. Jensen Randall is in the slipstream. Will he try and make a move into turn 1? Doesn't look like he is close enough. Also Reese March and Max Mulder. Very close together. About 4/10 separating them at the moment. Back at the front. Sandro Dulis has actually taken over the lead again. I missed it in the broadcast, but Sandro Dulis back into the lead of the Indy 500 here on lap 16. So he probably slipstreamed his teammate and got back into the lead of the race. And Cameron Weston Edwards also still being very closely followed by Jensen Randall. And Reese March and Max Mulder also battling it out. It's now about 7/10 between them. At the front, still Sandro Dulis leading from his Penske teammate Dion Stahl. And is Dion trying to maybe get back into the lead, or really just try and stick back and wait for an opportunity to present itself? Because, like I said before, there's still a long way to go. And Dion Stahl may be comfortable by just sitting behind and waiting for a couple laps. There's no real need to rush and overtake at this point of the race. Cameron Weston Edwards also still being attacked by Jensen Randall. Jensen Randall, he is also participating in the F1 and the GT3 Championship in SRL. And he is currently second in the championship in GT3. Just 1 point behind myself, Niek van Gelder, with 1 round to go in Zolder, which is going to be next week. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. And Cameron Weston Edwards, also a pretty veteran racer in SRL, has been participating in the F1 Championship for 3 years. Now he joined in Season 3 on F1 2017. Also has done a lot in IRL. And
back at it again. Looks like Sandro's in the lead and Dion's following behind. Is that correct?
Yeah, Sandro has taken off the lead indeed.
Sandro Julius 69. That's a very unusual name, but yeah, he's definitely got some very common pace here. The 100, excuse me, 41. Let's see here. I got my glasses on here. His times are very evenly matched with Dion there. I mean, they're so close. It's almost identical here.
5,000.
First, second, third, and fourth, all the way down are just right within the 41 second mark. Now that's pretty fast, even in reality. These guys have a great line. They have probably some really good setups. I went to practice yesterday. I don't know, were you there at the practice session yesterday morning?
I actually
was. Morning
was.
for me. Yeah, you were there. Yeah, I had a difficult time getting around these cars. I'm usually pretty good at oval tracks, but I don't really do. We really don't do too much oval track racing in my league. But it certainly was a handful to get these cars dialed in. I think I've managed a couple of laps at 125 miles an hour, or 225 miles an hour. But yeah, the car went. Oh, whoa! We had some argy bargy, I guess, so to speak, here with Fox and.
Yeah, he was getting lapped.
Who was that coming there? He's getting lapped? Oh, that's right. He is getting lapped. That
yeah,
is,
by Cameron West-Edwards and Jensen Randall. And Jensen Randall also trying to attack Cameron here, maybe. He is in the slipstream. I don't think he is close enough as to go into turn 1, and no, he is not. But they are also very close together. So we've got a close battle for first and a close battle for third. Almost looked like they were side by side there, but just about ended well.
He was trying to go for it for sure. Yeah. It looks like Fox had had him scrub some momentum off there. He probably would have got him, but having to make the adjustment for the line there, and that's another thing I was about to allude to yesterday as I was making some laps, coming up on some slower cars coming out. When you make your line adjustment to kind of get around them, you lose so much speed. And, I mean, I must have hit the wall like 5 or 6 times. I mean, just barely brushed it, but it just, it's so sensitive, aero sensitive. These cars and this track is just really I want to say a one-line track, a one-groove track anywhere in the corners that you just can't maneuver around like you want to in any other track. Look at that, how close they get. Wow, the back end of that car just shakes free there. It's like he gets underneath this car and takes the wind off the spoiler, which is another thing. Look how tiny these spoilers are.
Yeah,
and
exactly, yeah.
Exactly, they're so small. Back in the days when I first started watching IndyCar, they looked like surfboards or ironing boards, kitchen tables and stuff in the back of the car there. But they make so much downforce. But now they're just a very odd configuration with the wings so low, and then of course they raise up high at the ends there. Just really odd configuration. It's supposed to be competitive, but I think it just makes it a lot more dangerous, to be honest with you. The cars are a lot more twitchy.
Yeah, and especially when the tire wear starts to kick in, these cars are going to be pretty hard to control. And we'll probably see some drivers maybe kicking out the back end when the tire wear is going to play a part.
So Kamikaze way back in the back here, 42 seconds is his lap time, but 47 seconds back. Poor Fox. I'm not sure if he's just no friends, no help. The only American in the grid. So that may be probably a problem there, But still, he's a very capable driver. I've seen him race before, so I know he can get it done. We got one coming in the pits here. That's gonna be,
Cameron Edwards.
Okay, Edwards coming in. Let's check out his stop here. 4 fresh, I guess, would be. And some gas. Are y'all fueling here, or do y'all take the minimum amount or the maximum amount of fuel before y'all start?
No, I think most drivers will be running pretty low fuel and balancing it out between their stops to be as quick as possible.
Is this a mandatory stop or is this a unscheduled stop?
Look at that at the front, by the way. Sorry to interrupt. Dion Stahl has taken over the lead again from his teammate Sandro Dulis. And I think
these are teammates. Okay, awesome. Okay.
Yeah, they are. Well, they are. Yeah, both in the Penske team, running different liveries though, but still teammates. Right. Also with Reese March, he's running in the silver Penske car, and I was supposed to be in the Penske car as well, but in the silver and red one.
Well, go get it, Rim. Catch up to him.
Well, yeah, considering there are only 8 people left, if it continues like that, I can maybe score a couple points still. But
you'll be in the top 10 for sure. That'd be great.
Yeah, exactly. And also Reese has, I think 12 drivers started.
12, okay. So the attrition hasn't been too bad, but still enough. But as you were saying, we got another one in the pits here. Who's that?
Jensen Randall.
Jensen Randall, okay.
And also Alexei
Koivunen. You're calling them different names, but why do I see okay, I see. You said Cameron Edwards, but his name is
C. Westone.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Just kind of trying to acclimate my name stuff to the names here, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, the names of course are different to the usernames.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I was kind of like, so we're slowing down here. We got a caution out.
Yeah.
Or is the first competition caution?
Caution, yeah. Every 25 laps, of course, will be a caution. So the first one has hit us now here on lap 26.
Well, there you have it. We're slowing down, gathering everybody again. All drivers will be, I guess, back to back.
Yeah, exactly. And speed limit is now 180 kilometers per hour, so that's about 110 miles an hour, I think.
How many drivers are down a lap besides Fox? It looks like he was getting lapped there. are they going to be able to get their lap back?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I think I can check the old rule book. In the first lap of the caution, everybody can get their lap back, and then in the second lap, everybody is allowed to make a pit stop.
Well, there you have it. So Fox is showing the third slot here, but he has not got his lap back, or has he? It doesn't look like he has, because he's still showing at 6 on the screen, but he's slotted into the third position. So he should scoot around these guys. Is he gonna have to? When is he allowed to start his run to get his lap back?
Wait, I'm gonna look at that now. Yeah, in the cautions, on lap 1, all the cars need to catch up to the leader. On lap 2, the pit stops or the pit lane is open, and then on lap 3, so apologies for that, I said lap 1, but on lap 3, the left cars are allowed to overtake the leader and get 1 lap back.
Ah, right.
And then on the 4th lap, the race will restart.
Okay, so you got 4 laps during the competition caution. Y'all do not call cautions during the race itself, the actual between the points between the competition cautions. Is there ever a chance for a caution to be called at that point?
Sorry, what do you mean?
In other words, between lap 1 and 25, between the start of the race or in your competition.
Okay. Yeah, no, there aren't. I think there are no cautions for incidents, so it's just the cautions like every 25 laps. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. In my league, we do have cautions if necessary. You know, if it's more than two or three cars involved, or if it's deemed bad enough to where we need to slow down everybody and get everybody lined back up again.
Yeah, I think that's not the case here.
Right, exactly. Well, we actually, here comes the leaders here. Oh, whoa! Was that a little bit of lag there? I thought they were going to both box at the same time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody's making their stops now.
So, yeah, it looked like for a minute there they were going to have to make, one of them was going to have to wait. So, it still might be the case here. Who's this coming all the way down to the end of the field here? That's going to be Sandro. No, that's not Sandro. That's Dion. And he's at the box at the very, very exit of pit road.
Yeah.
We got a Penske car coming out, sliding out. That's your teammate, correct?
Yep. Yeah, I was supposed to be teammates with Dion, Sandro, and Reese in the Penske lineup.
So Dion's showing the P2 position, and where is Sandro in P3? Currently in P3. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Kamikaze in the pits now. The only 2 cars on the track. Sandro. Well, actually no. There's a few more coming out here. So is that what they're doing now? He's picking up some speed here. So he's going on. He's getting his lap back. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, because Lance, LeBron, and Alexei Koivunen were a lap down, so they're gonna speed up to get that lap back probably. And yeah, the rest will just need to catch up to the leader, which is going to be Dylan Stahl, I think. I don't know actually why Reese, March, and Cameron West Edwards are now speeding up, because I don't think they were lapped. But we'll see how that will play out, because I'm sure that they know what they're doing.
Right. I'm sure they're talking in the actual game chat itself.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, they are.
They're trying to figure it out there. So look at these cars, teammates from Penske in the yellow, correct? That's Penske. Y'all don't have any homegrown team names, correct? Like I don't know, Little Flower Racing or something like that, or Little Sissy Racing.
No, it's just the Porsche cars names, I guess.
Okay, gotcha. Now let me ask you a question. I've never done the IndyCar series here. Are they? I guess Penske would obviously be a dominant car, a manufacturer and a builder of cars. Are they like an F1? Maybe like Ferrari and Mercedes would be stronger than say, one of the one of the Manners or one of the Sahara Force Indias back, in the day there was obviously a big performance differential. Is it the same thing here in this game?
No, I think all the cars are equal in IndyCar on this game, so there's no difference between the cars in terms of performance.
It would just be the livery differences. Correct?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, your teammate, it looks like he's coming in and out again. I don't know if he, this is his second run through here. I wonder if he had an issue or an error, but he's going to start in the back here. So, Kamikaze and, again, RIC was, who's RIC?
Reese March, you mean?
Reese, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know where my phone is, to be honest with you. I don't know where. That's where the notes are. I was like, where the heck did it go? Yeah, I had some family issues we had to take care of early this morning, in the wee hours of the morning, should I say? And I ended up staying in the living room, so sleep there. So yeah, when I woke up, everything's kind of like scattered everywhere. So we'll figure it out.
And I think we're back on the way, aren't we? I think the race is resumed again.
Are.
So
green flag. And,
Cameron West and Albert's leading the way from Dion Stahl and Sandro Dulis. So he has managed to
pull that off?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably in the pit stops or something like that. So we've got a new leader. And the two Penske's of Dion and Sandro who would build up a lead is now gone completely. And they've even lost the lead, so that's how quickly it can change. Max Mulder in 4th position. Also, Alexei Koivunen, who was running in last position before the caution, has managed to move up a couple of positions. He's being followed by James van Rendel. And behind them, there's a big gap to Reese March and Lance LeBron. So they haven't managed to catch up.
Yeah, Fox had to get his lap back because he's more than a minute back, so he did not get his lap back. He's the only one a lap down.
Yeah.
Wow. So I don't know what happened here, but if he just no help or he was just slow on the or unclear on the rules, but Fox is.
I know that. I'm sure that he is aware of the rules, but I think the rule is with cautions that the leader has got to stick to 180 kilometers per hour, so 110 miles. For 4 laps, and if somebody doesn't catch up within that time, it's not like a safety car where everybody's gonna slow down even more to let everybody catch up. So I think that's the case here.
Okay, so yeah, it's almost a virtual safety car type incident.
Sort of
situation. Gotcha, I got you. Okay. Yeah, just a little. Just trying to acclimate myself to the format that you have here. I was reading some of the rules yesterday that Sandro sent me, but I'll tell you what. That's some heavy reading there, you know. Some stuff that you got to go over, but definitely Edwards is definitely pulling away here. He's got opening the gap up by half a second. I think teammates back here, Sandro and Dion, they need to kind of tighten up a little bit and draft and get a little draft going on here.
Exactly,
and they should be able to catch up Edwards pretty quickly here. Max, is that Max?
Max Mulder, yeah.
Max Mulder, okay. What is that? And that's the Dale Coyne livery, isn't it? That's
I think he's in the Andretti car. Wait,
the Andretti car, my bad. Okay, yeah, that is
he is the 26 Andretti.
There you go. That's not Scott Dixon's car is the other one, the light blue one, correct?
I believe so.
The data something. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, I just kind of got the liveries mixed up there a little bit. Whoa! Who is that?
That's Jensen Rando and Alexei Koivunen here, fighting it out for P5.
Running a little hot there, brushed against the wall there, just ever so slightly. I saw a little dust fly out there.
Both teammates as well for the Ganassi Racing team.
Chip Ganassi, I actually met Chip. My dog jumped on his lap when we met at the Indy 500. I'm sorry, at the IndyCar practice in the Circuit of the Americas. But
cool.
Chip's a really nice guy. But when I rubbed the wall, look at that. He must have damage because his car keeps pulling wider. Either that or it's tight in the draft because he's behind his teammate there, but his car definitely running a different line. I rubbed the wall just ever so slightly, and the car performance just went down. These cars are really, really sensitive to that. Either that or I had my setup just off. It was just really too adjustable, should I say. But yeah, just had to dial these cars in. But no, they haven't been able to catch up. Mr. Edwards here as he's pulling away the target machine. Getting the laps that he needs here with clean air. But obviously, as we see with Lance, being alone is not anywhere helpful. You need a teammate. You need somebody to help push and pull, I guess would be one way to put it.
Yeah, I think Sandro and Dion might be keeping the power dry at this point because, it's only up 35 and they'll probably just, I think they're pretty comfortable to stay behind Cameron West Edwards for now. It's no real
let him get some airtime. Let him get some airtime out in front there, but no pressure on him right now. Like I said, with 8 drivers, actually 7 drivers on the lead lap, Fox is still not able to close that gap. A minute and 7 seconds to the rear. Unfortunately, we got some action going on right here.
Yeah, for 4th position. He's got Alexei Koivunen. He's got past Max Mulder, and just behind is Jensen Rando as well. So a nice 3-way battle here for 4th position. And Max Mulder is now going to be in the slipstream of Alexei Koivunen.
Yeah, they've actually got a 3-way battle here, as you said. Can you put the in-car view in on the 3rd car there? Whoa! He went the wall. Holy smoke! He's in
Jensen Rando now through on Max Mulder.
Wow, there was no contact there. It's just his car broke free in the draft there in the slipstream. That dirty air just definitely affected the front end grip of that car, and he shot right up to the wall there. Now, he didn't hit the wall too hard, but he hit it enough to where he definitely lost position there. Now, when you go up and see where he's at right now, that line up there, those 2 tires are off of that light gray area there. That's I guess considered the dirty part of the track. As you race these ovals here, is there a buildup of, I would say, virtual clag, I guess would be one way to put it? See how his line is there?
I don't think the track is really gonna be affected much. I think there might be a bit of track evolution from the rubber that's being laid down, but yeah, I don't think the track evolves that much on this game.
I like that term, track evolution. All right, I like that. That's cool. that's very chic there. All right. Well, we are on board with who's this? Edward? No, that's not Edwards. Who's
yeah, this is Cameron Edwards leading the way.
Yeah, okay.
Followed by Sandro and Dion.
So yeah, okay. Okay, so look how far Dion is back there.
Yeah.
You can't even see these guys up front, man. So they've definitely lost the draft here. Wow. So Sandro is at least within half a second of P1, and I guess that's the move you want to make there. If you were going to fall back, you didn't want to fall back too far because Dion has lost the draft, and now he's going to be in that void there between
exactly.
Between the leaders and the second pack coming up there. The second pack, if they put their heads together here and they start drafting, they're going to just fly right by Dion. He's going to shoot even further back if he can't slot in.
Yeah, they can definitely close in if they can work together. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely a what do you call it, a duck in a barrel, I guess, so way to speak, or a fish in a barrel, because he's easy pickings here.
Yeah.
For these three.
And Cameron Edwards still leading the way. He's never won an SRL Indy 500. He has been in SRL for quite some time. He joined in the F1 series in season 3 on F1 2017, and
wow.
He's been in SRL for 3 years now. And also Sandro, of course. Well, he's been there right from the start, obviously. Also never won the Indy 500 before. And Alexei Koivuniemen, he also participates in the GT3 Championship. And he actually managed to win there a couple of months ago in the Fuji race there, 1.2 hours of Fuji. And
nice.
Behind him, Jensen Rendell, also participating in the F1 Championship and in GT3 as well. He is currently second in that series, just 1 point behind myself with 1 round to go.
In the GT3 series, with 1 race to go. Wow, that's going to be interesting. Quick! Oh, here we go. He's making a move here on the inside. He's going to slide underneath here. Can he slide through? And he does, just barely. Oh my lord! He almost brought the other car, the third place car there behind him. It's moving way too fast. I guess that would be Jensen. No, that's not Jensen. That is
Alexei Koivuniemen in 5th position.
Yeah, he almost brought him with him. And so again, these cars are just basically doing the old shell game. They're switching. You go first. You go first. You go first. You go first.
Oh, Niek's a little bit wide.
Oh, man!
Just manages to keep it out of the wall.
That's Alexei, correct? That's the one that went up high.
No, that's Max Mulder, I think.
Okay, Max. Okay, Max. And
yeah.
So Alexei's the one in between. It's an Alexei sandwich, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
So there you go. So it looks like Max has just slid back here. He's definitely lost speed and momentum. Oh, okay, that was lag. I thought he was going to crash, but that is Sandro.
He is right in the section of Weston Edwards.
He's hanging on, and he's trying to stay right there. Edwards is just, he's got his foot down to the ground, and he has not lifted one bit since the start of the second part of the race, I guess would be one way to put it. Now, actually, this isn't the second part. This is the beginning of the second, after the first
phase.
Caution. There you go.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out here. Yeah, so my brain's still not fully engaged in race mode yet, but I know I'll be ready by the end of the race.
Exactly.
For the race, I'll be wide awake and ready to go.
So Jensen Rendell still closely followed by Alexei Koivuniemen. I think indeed they are.
He hit the wall because as you were looking at that view there, I saw a big old dust cloud fly off there off the green machine, and I'll tell you what, that's exactly what I was alluding to earlier. His car is tight and it keeps pulling up there. I wonder if it's that way, but when it's in clean air, or that way when it's just all the time, either clean or dirty air. But again, it looks like Sandro's trying to make a move here.
Yeah, he's probably as close as he's been. Not quite close enough to get through yet.
No, but he's definitely harassing Edwards here, trying to make him.
Yeah, he's putting him under pressure. That's for sure.
Definitely doing that. Ooh, look at that ticket. Look at the bottom there. But I really don't think this is the time to lead. I mean, it really wouldn't be that important as long as you can stay within the draft and stay right.
Yeah.
With him. Leading is really not as critical on lap 1 through 499. It would be critical on lap 500.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be when you'd want to lead. So,
yeah, I think, like I said before, Sandro's probably pretty, comfortable to stick behind for now. But in the slipstream, I mean, if you've got a nice opportunity, then you may as well try and control the pace. You don't know how the rest is going to play out, especially with the tire wear. You may drop off. a little bit further into the
Are
stint.
temperatures affected? Are temperatures affected when you're in the draft like that?
Yeah, it could be actually, because of course the airflow is a little bit warmer, so it could maybe affect it a little bit, but I think it's very minimal.
Yeah. I was gonna say it looks like he was either trying to get some air or he was picking up speed and you know, he's trying to get around, or at least
yeah, look at Jensen Rando, who's closed in a lot there on Dion Stahl, like you predicted as well. He's now fallen into the clutches of Jensen Rando and Lexi Koivuniemen. Max Mulder has dropped off a little bit, but he is also keeping in touch there or thereabouts with the top 3 now.
Well, if they're behind Dion here, he might have a chance to. They might have a chance to group up again. As Dion's probably going to do a little bit of defensive driving here to try to stave off the attack. But the wild man here in the green car here, I guess that's Jensen. Certainly has a. He comes way out to the wall there. His car is super tight. You never know. I don't know. He's just his car looks a little bit harder to drive than the other cars here. As far as the handling is going, but look how he drives to the bottom, and then his car goes way up to the top there.
Yeah,
I've seen him already a couple of times hit the wall, just scrub it so slightly. But Dion's probably looking in his mirror like, "What do I do? Where do I go? Where do I put my car at?"
Yeah, and Lance LeBron has come to the pits, so his race he's having a couple of issues probably. But anyway, that's probably gonna be you know, recovered again when the next caution comes out on lap 50, so we're getting close to that as well. Jensen Randall still working on the back of Dion Stahl. Gap is just about a 10.
His car is just so loose in that draft here. I mean, I don't know if he's trying to make a move or his car is just breaking free here, but look at that. Again, we have Sandro and Edwards here working it. Look at Edwards' car. It just when he tries to get it straight in the line. Oh, he's taking a defensive line. He's trying to make
yeah, he's trying to break the slipstream.
Yeah, he's trying to make one on the outside, and of course that's the harder line to take as opposed to you know, it's a shorter at the bottom, but on the top you carry so much momentum it could carry you out to the wall, especially if you're trying to make a pass like that.
Look at the old style on Jensen Red, very close, not yet.
He almost got him. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Very close racing here, but still Dion holds on to 3rd position, the 2017 SRL GT3 race winner. He almost won a couple of weeks ago on this track, but the road course in the GT3 championship. But I actually overtook him on the final lap to win that race, and that was my first ever Project Cars 2 win. But
very nice.
Yeah, he did race. He does have pretty good memories around this circuit from previous.
Is there any former race winners of the 500 here in this group?
Yeah, we've got Dion, who won it, the inaugural one in 2017.
Okay, that's right.
Actually, the second one was won by Francis McGinn. He is not participating, and also Vasilis Belashotis, who won it last year, is not participating as well. So Dion Stahl is the only current driver that has won this race previously.
So we have a lot of wannabes, but we only have one genuine article here. So with the leaders coming in,
yeah,
and that puts Sandro back in the lead here. So they're stopping here at lap 48. I think you said the competition caution was at 50. Why is he coming in now?
I don't know. He might just get his pits out of the way now and just catch up when the caution gets deployed.
Now I wonder if that's going to put him back out of P1. That's possibly the situation here. Let's keep a close eye on him and see what happens here. But Dion, I mean, I'm sorry. I
think also Alexi Koivuniemen and Max Mulder have come into the pits as well, so they've also opted for an early stop.
Right, so Fox is out, so I wonder if this is that might be a good move for Fox. He might be able to get. He's like 4 laps down now, so this may be an opportunity for him to hurry up, haul ass around, and get his couple of laps back anyway. So oh man, poor Fox, no help out here, all by his lonesome. What can we see what his max speed is when he's by himself here on the telemetry?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get that.
Kamikaze Fox all by his lonesome out here. 4 minutes and 30 seconds back. Wow.
So Lance Brown is he's having to lift up as well quite a bit through that corner there.
Yeah, definitely. So what's he? So he's on straightaway now. He's not carrying as much speed as he needs to for sure. I mean, even I was faster than that through the corners. So 219. I don't think he's gonna top off very much here. 215, 218, 220. Not even 220 on the straightaway. So yeah, he's definitely got some handling issues here because I could do that by myself without any kind of drafting help a little faster than that. So I wonder if he's hit the wall or they just lack. I don't know what's going on with him, but his car is definitely not where it wants to be for sure. So as you said, pit road, excuse me, pace lap is pace speed is how much again? 110 miles an hour or?
Yeah, it's 180 kilometers, so that's about
Right.
110 miles. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So he's at 108 now, and so Sandro in the lead. Dion, of course, teammates have recovered the lead, and Edwards backed out of P4. I don't know if that was the smartest move there to come in early.
Yeah, it was
He should've
interesting.
came over
Yeah,
the
but I think it might be better to pit now, because if you do it during the caution, of course you're gonna drop back even more because the fields are gonna be more bunched up.
That's correct. Okay, so he's got the wild man behind him, Jensen.
The Wallman.
So wild man, yeah. Because to me, he's just his cars, here, there, and everywhere, brushing
Yeah.
the wall. He's still got pace and he's still got speed. So they're bunched up again. No Fox in the there he is right there. I was gonna say I didn't see Fox, but yeah, he was he's hiding there, licking his wounds. 4 minutes and 6 seconds back. This is as close to the action as Fox has been. And hopefully he'll at least get a couple laps back here.
Yeah, exactly.
Get
It'd be nice
competitive
to see him get back towards the front again, but at least he's back in the pack, and we will shortly get underway in, I think, 2 laps time with the race again, because this is now the 3rd lap of the caution that we're gonna come into. So back like how it was in the first stint, Sandro Dulis and Dion Stahl, Penske 1-2.
Most of these guys pitted early, about a lap early. I guess that's a good thing. So they've got that out of the way, but
Yeah.
they're just cruising around now, and I guess adjusting their belts and trying to get comfortable back in their seats again for another 25. What is that? 25 lap run? Is that what they're gonna do? Another 25 lap?
Yeah, exactly.
Shootout. Yeah. So and the seconds are going by so fast here in the. I mean, the minutes are going by, the laps are going by. I mean, they're just running by here. So here comes the 2 leaders now, and that puts Edwards back in the lead. And again, what a brilliant move! I mean, what a brilliant move! I was kind of questioning that, but as you see it play out,
Yeah.
bye. That puts these 2 guys. Look at that! Oh, see that? I thought they were going to double pit again. It puts these 2 guys in the back of the field when they come out. They're not going to be able to, as they're on the lead lap. They're look, he's gone.
No, but
He's
it's
gone.
saying that Cameron Edwards, of course, is still a lap down, so he's gonna get his lap back, but he was not
Okay.
effectively in that position. But he's gonna surely overtake Dion, Reese, and Sandro now.
For sure. Oh yeah. Well, I was gonna say. Well, hold on a minute. Yeah, you had me a little confused there, but yeah, I was gonna say. Why is he going?
Yeah, he's
he
obviously
should
trying to
buy.
get his lap back, because he was still, like, everything outside of the top 3 is a lap down on the leader.
Right. Okay. So
He
here they
is-
come, and he is gonna go back into P1 for sure.
No, I think there's another
I-
lap, so he was too. Oh
He
no,
was
he's
2
gonna.
laps
Yeah, okay. No, he is taking over the lead again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. He's off the throttle now, and so he's back in
Yeah.
it, and he's on it. So that puts Sandro and Dion back in 3rd and 4th, respectively. Eesh. They're probably like, what happened? What just happened?
What just happened, guys?
Yeah, what happened here? Why did you just kick me? But yeah, so they're just coming out now.
Yeah.
Fox, did that give Fox a lap back? All right, yeah, go Fox. So poor Fox. Yeah, he's definitely got his 1 lap back, but yeah, I don't know. These guys are. Whoa! Who was that? That was a little tight there.
Yeah, a bit of a checkup.
Now, is tire warming allowed? You guys allow tire
Yeah.
warming here?
That is allowed as well.
That is allowed. Okay. Yeah, it's very complicated in some leagues. People make a big, big mess doing that, and crashing into each other and everything. So we've kind of, I don't want to say banned it, but we're very selective on when we do tire warming and how we can do tire warming.
Okay.
It's difficult. Well, you have these guys that they want to know they want to do tire warming, but they take these big arcing moves. They end up spitting themselves out, and yeah. So
Yeah, that's what
here
I
we go.
do.
We got one more lap, or are they going green now? Nope, they're not. Okay.
Yeah, we've got one more lap. Yeah, 4 laps in total. So the next
There you
time
go.
round will be the continuation. Yeah, he is warming up his tire. He was very enthusiastically there. He was raving about a lot.
And did you see that? Did you see how his car almost spun around there? And
Yeah,
that's
it
exactly
did.
what I was referring to. Is that
Yeah.
he's trying to heat up his tires, but yeah, he ends up crashing and taking out 2 or 3 cars behind him, and that's just a horrible mess, especially when you got leaders, not in the lead anymore. After all that hard work and just because of a simple mistake like this. So yeah, keep it simple, keep it staggered. One goes one way, the other goes the other way, and it should be pretty good to go there. But half a lap to go. We're going to go green flag racing one more time. Oh, my God. I do apologize for being late. Let's go Johnny. Of course, Wallace the dog, who's still asleep after a hectic morning here in San Antonio. Finally enjoying a little bit of this wonderful Indy 500. Again, my apologies to Lance Braun and, of course, to Sandro for being late. But yeah, so is life. And at least I'm not dead, guys, and at least I'm here. So we made
So getting ready for the restart then. Cameron Weston Edwards leading the way from Jensen Rando and Alexei Koivunen, who was also who's been the big winner out of this sequence. Behind that, it's Max Mulders getting attacked by Dion Stahl. They're gonna go side by side into turn one. Dion up the inside. And I think he's managed to get it done. They're still side by side. A bit of a touch with the water from Max Mulder. And he's gonna go wide, and Sandro Dulis is gonna potentially pick up the position. And now he's side by side with Sandro.
Oh, he's in the wall. It's a crash.
I think, yeah, he clipped the wall again, and now Reese Marks has got through as well. So Max just lost about 4 positions in 2 corners.
Oh my God, they're chewing and gnawing all over him like a freaking mosquito on an arm.
Yeah,
yeah, he definitely got hit from behind. It looked like somebody tapped him there. I wasn't quite sure what happened because this car just immediately broke to the left, and I mean to the right and right into the wall.
Alexei Koivunen now getting overtaken by Sandro Dulis. Dulis up the inside into turn 1. He's already going to be clear before he turns in, so he can take the racing line up into P4.
Oh, wait, that's a lag. Okay. I was saying, there's your teammate Max here. He was taking that was back. Yeah, look at him. He's all over the place with that lag. But the Penske machine, the silver Penske machine, this one right here, yeah, he was definitely taking a look, trying to come in. But there's the big loser right there, Max. Yeah. Definitely. I wonder if he has damage now.
Oh,
Fox in the wall.
Yeah, it was Lance Braun. Yeah. So
Max, excuse me, Lance. I thought he was gonna dive in the pits, but Lance, he's got mechanical issues for sure because his car is just way off pace. And of course, with that scrub of the wall, so we got the 2 lame ducks here in the back. Both of them have hit the wall.
Yeah, they are now benefiting from each other's slipstream a little bit, even though they are not in the same race. Max has clipped the wall again. Now Lance is still through again, but so Max is really struggling here.
Can he come in and fix damage if he has to?
Yeah, he can. Yeah.
It would just put him multiple laps down.
It cost a lot of time, of course.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, definitely. I don't know if I would pit or not. I think I would, based on the performance of my car. I was contending for a position, and now I'm just in the back with Lance. So I would definitely think about that. But Fox is still dropping down the order.
Dion Stahl now getting attacked by Alexei Koivunen, and Alexei, the Finn, is going to move up into 4th position. The Modes the Dutchman back into 6th place. Exactly. Koivunen made it stick up into 4th position, and now Dion is going to be under pressure by the Brit Reese March in the other Penske. So we've got about 3rd to 6th very close together here.
So Reese is just watching all the action going on here. Yeah. He just wants to stay where he's at for a minute here and see if one of these 2 guys, take each other out here. That would not be a good thing, but that would certainly be an easy position to pick up if somebody rubs the wall there. So looks like he's going to make his move now. Can we go in the in-car with him?
Sandro Dulis is actually making a move on Jensen Randall, and he is now up into 2nd position again, and can now chase after Cameron Weston Edwards like he did at the start. Let's see if he can close that 2.8 second gap.
I was about to say 2 seconds might as well be 2 miles here at IndyCar, man, because that's a substantial gap. But the wall, man, Jensen here, he needs to just stay where he's at, right behind the draft of Sandro, because Sandro's got a wicked fast car. So that would definitely be some lag there. That would definitely be a ride to take here, as they're already gapping the rest of the field. So he's just got to stay right there. See look how far his car slides up the track there in the draft of Sandro. But on the straight line, he's a rocket ship. But in the corners, whoo!
Yeah, that car from Jensen is definitely a little bit loose, and
oh boy,
he has kept it under control so far. Still, just about 10 behind Sandro. Yeah, it's a beautiful bit of racing. Position 2 until position 6, just covered by less than a second.
Oh my God, that is just incredible driving here by these guys to stay off each other, especially in the in this game. We just I don't know, here we kind of shy away from this kind of racing because there's so much lag, and people tend to, oh boy, that was Dion there. I'm sorry, yeah, Dion getting way loose under the attack of.
Is he going to go up the inside of Alexei here?
He's certainly got him.
Oh yeah, yes. And now Covenham is going to lose a position to Reese March as well. Dion actually goes wide. Reese March is going to take both of them. Reese March up to 4th place.
Oh my God, man! A 6th position car.
Look at Dion with a better exit there, and he's going to get past Reese March again on the outside this time. And he manages to clear him just about before he turns in. So now Dion back up to 4th position, but Reese March still tries to keep his nose in there. Just about heads the back out of it.
Slicing and dicing here. Wow, this is like a Mexican knife fight in a phone booth because these guys are really going at it, man. Reese is going to have another run. But what that did is that separated everybody now. That little tight pack of 5 is now just 2 by 2 by 2 here. So we'll see if they can't gather it back up. But that the odd man out is going to be the guy behind Reese here in the, what is this? Is that, well, he was already falling back, wasn't he? What's his name again?
Alexi Koivuniemen is now in 6th position.
Yeah. Right, okay. See, you say Alexi, but I'm seeing something on my screen that's different.
Yeah, Zayros.
Zayros, yeah. So Alexi, he's had the issue with the wall earlier. He was almost in the way there, but good for him to at least control that car and keep it out of the way and let everybody continue on racing. But he's definitely lost the draft.
Yeah, and so, also we've also lost Max Mulder. I think he crashed out and he's out of the session. He just he was just tuning in on the live chat as well. So
where we missed that crash completely, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him, but it wasn't caught on the live stream, so apologies for that. We were too focused on this fight going on for 2nd position, so
yeah.
Unfortunately, just 7 drivers remaining now with about 170 laps to go.
Well, somebody is going to leave here as a Indy 500 winner for sure. Hopefully it'll be somebody that hasn't won before. I'm sure they're looking forward to a celebratory evening of I did it. Oh, here you go. There's your wild man, Jensen, taking a move on Sandro. Takes that
inside,
position.
yeah.
Oh, wait
up to 2nd place.
God. Oh my God, was he slotted in again? And his car just was so squirting loose. Look at Sandro. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Sandro. I want that spot back, and he's going to easily get that. I think here on the inside, easy to do.
Yeah.
So teammates are now available here to help each other. Will Dion help his teammate here, or will he just kind of pick and choose?
Yeah, he could. Maybe if he gets past Jensen Rendell, they could try and work together, slipstream each other. It's a pretty nice slipstream duel between Sandro and Jensen. But Dion is now joining in on the fight as well. Gerald was at Everts. Meanwhile, they have closed the gap a little bit to him. It's now 2.3 seconds as Jensen Rendell tries to have a look on the outside there. That's not going to work. That's the wrong side that you want to be on. This again, bit of a wide line from Jensen Rendell. Sandro almost looking to defend the inside line, but.
Dion
collide with the wall again.
Yeah, Dion
not sure
hits the wall again.
Yeah.
There comes Reese now as he's scribbling up that speed. Reese is going to take his position.
Yeah, Reese is now. Oh no, that's Reese March now in front of Dion Stahl. I think. Yeah, he did make it.
He got him there. So Dion, he's getting kicked around here with the wall and everything else here. So here he comes.
Look at that slipstreaming each other.
Wow. They just need to stay with each other here for a minute and catch Edwards back up. But I cannot believe Edwards' speed. I mean, I know he's losing a little bit of time, but just to maintain that position for this many laps out there, a 2-second gap is incredible. He's got his foot all the way down to the ground here. Look at that, Jensen just saying, you're not going, Sandro,
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to get away, but then he picks that other line into the corners, and he has to just kind of hold on and close his eyes and just make sure he makes that corner.
Yeah, he's taking much wider lines to the corners, but they are still slowly closing down the gap to Cameron West Everts at the front. The gap now 2.1 seconds again. They fan out towards the left-hand side of the track to follow each other in the slipstream. Look at it, you can throw a blanket over these four.
Oh my God, that is too tight. Look at that, the car's in the dirty air. Whoa, your team. Oh my God.
Reese with a very wide line there. Not enough for Dion to get through, but these drivers are so close to each other at this point.
That was a brown trouser moment for Reese for sure, because his car looked like it was about to head toward the wall there.
Yeah.
So, oh my God. All right, so that gives Sandro just a slight reprieve into the straightaway.
Dion's very wide again. I'm not sure if he clipped the wall again, but
it was definitely close. Yeah, it was definitely close. So now here comes Jensen. He's going to zero in on the back of Sandro's. Nope, he does not. And they've definitely closed the gap now. Just a little over a second on Edwards. So they pushed and pushed and pushed. They inadvertently caught him, whether they were trying to or not, but they're definitely closing the gap.
Yeah.
So if you're Edwards at this point, I mean, really, there's not much you could do as far as trying to break the draft or anything like that, because there's no way you can break a 4-car draft.
Yeah,
But,
exactly. They're just gonna follow you, and
oh, look at Reese!
Reese
Look at
Marks
Reese,
going
he's
up the
taking
inside of Jensen
big
Randall. Jensen just holds on with that wide line. He takes a lot of corner speed and holds on to pole position for now. Great friends in real life as well, Jensen Randall and Reese March. But great friends they may be, they're not gonna make it easy for each other on track here. Dion Stahl as well, right behind Reese.
Oh my god, look at Dion, he's inside.
Jensen Randall looking on the outside as well. Sandra Dooley's Reese March has managed to defend from Dion Stahl. Jensen with that white line. Oh, there's contact. Reese and Jensen Randall into the wall. Oh, and Dion has been caught up as well.
Oh my god, that is exactly what I knew was going to happen. This close to racing. Who broke free? Who was it that broke free? Was it Jensen or was it Reese? Somebody broke free first.
Yeah. I can't recall, but Alexi Koivunen. Yeah,
Fox gonna get his lap back. Yeah, go Fox. That's what he needed. He definitely needed a break, and he got one. They're not going to caution up, so he obviously can make his laps back now. With these cars, or should I say some positions back with these cars all falling back now. So this shakes up the order big time. Yeah,
Alexi Koivunen says thank you very much, because he is now up in the 3rd position after just hanging on to like 6th to 7th place. I think he was in 7th actually. Now he suddenly finds himself in a podium position.
And so Edwards, again, the pressure off, he's got a second back on Sandro, and Sandro with no help is going to be, well, he has got a little bit of help with Alexi, but yeah, it definitely gives Edwards a lot of breathing room now, so he can just kind of, I guess, moderate his position, moderate his pace a little bit. You know, I don't want to say lift a little bit, but he certainly can cool his tires off as opposed to, you know, being such a defensive line, driving in the mirrors, so to speak, to see who's going to catch him first. But Sandro, undaunted by all the action behind him, is definitely just stayed on the throttle, and yeah, he's not gonna let go. He's he's not gonna go with that at all. It's like I give my dog a bone, I try to get it back from him, and he's like, nah, there's no way. I'm gonna let this go. So he wants his first win. Edwards wants his second. Is that correct?
No, actually, only Dion Stahl has won it once before.
I'm sorry. So both these guys want their first win. Here at in the Indy 500.
Sandro Dooley's came very close in 2017. I was participating in that race as well, and on like lap 95 out of 100, I actually lost my car, and Sandro Dooley's got caught up in that as well, and that sort of helped Dion win that race, and Sandro was really pissed off after that because he was so desperate to win it. He came so close, but so far up until now, it hasn't. He hasn't done it yet in the previous 4 Indy 500 races.
Well, that's always hard to do. So when you host these big parties and you can't even win one, you know, it's definitely a heartache. But
yeah,
you know, it shows good sportsmanship. You know,
exactly in the F1 Championship as well, because you know, the F1 Championship has been running for 5 years now. And started all the way back on F1 2014 on the PS3. I was participating in that as well back then, but Sandro Dooley, he actually finished 2nd in the championship in Season 1 by just 1 point. And Kevin Weston Edwards has lost it!
Edwards has crashed!
Man.
Oh my god, what has happened here?
He just completely lost it.
And Sandro is now at lap 73 in the lead, waving at the fans. Fans are cheering. Bras and panties raining down on the track for Sandro as he's finally taking the lead here. This could be a game changer for sure, because cars are going, most of these cars will be going a lap down if they don't pick up the pace here. But look how far back they are. The whole gang is in the back here. Edwards is sliding in the pits now. He's coming in and he's going to get some repairs on that machine because he hit the wall a ton.
Again, he is pitting just before a caution comes out, because on lap 75, of course, the final caution will deploy. So again, this might not be too bad for Cameron.
No, not at all. You know, actually, this might put him right back in the lead again.
It could, yeah. If his pit stop isn't too long, then he could definitely rejoin the race into the lead, and it could definitely change, because if Sandra actually manages to hold on, then of course that could definitely change the outcome of this race. Yeah, he's coming in as well.
Yeah, so that's another smart move by Sandro. He saw what Edwards did the first time. He says, "I'm going to try some of that." Ooh, slides in the tires there as he coming in for the pit stop.
Yeah, and talking about Sandro as well. Sorry to interrupt, but he was runner-up in season 1 and 2, and then so that was also in season 4 he came very close to winning the championship as well. He struggled a lot this year. He was 5th in the championship, but he has been close to winning a championship in F1 as well, and he's never done it until this point. Same with the SRL Indy 500. That definitely shows that he really has a lot of sportsmanship and really deserves to win it at some point. But
right.
it's not easy.
It also shows too that he surrounded himself by a lot of good drivers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and there's a lot of competition here in this league, and that's incredible. I did that in my first league I put together. I said, you know what, I'm gonna have this big race to start the league off, and I went and found some of the best drivers in the world, the best sim drivers. This was back in 2006, 2007, and I put these guys together. And we were going to race at Le Mans. We were going to do this big 2-hour race, etc., etc. And come Saturday night, I'm sitting on the sofa. My wife comes in. She goes, "Hey, aren't you supposed to be racing?" And I said, "I couldn't qualify. I couldn't qualify for my own race." So I surrounded myself with that many good drivers. So basically, I just ended up commentating. So I've been racing more or less, but that's when I started my commentating career. I said I got to get in here somehow. So unfortunate for the rest of the field here, but Edwards, what happened here? I'm curious to know if he just broke free or maybe he was looking in the mirror or something. But that was definitely an error of some magnitude because he's gave up the lead and hit the wall a ton. Now, does the damage that you fix here, is it fixed 100% with these cars? Because I know some of the cars, other series that we race in project cars, you can go in and get the car fixed, but it's never the same afterwards. It doesn't feel like it's correct. Is that the case with these cars?
Well, I think you can adjust the strategy and choose whether you want all of the repairs or not. But I think the car is probably completely repaired. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any damage, so I think it's going to be fine.
Good deal. So here comes Fox. He's sliding in here. He's still 3 laps down, but all that action, he didn't get any laps back. So, Fox, man.
Yeah, he's having a rough time in this race.
Napa Machine not getting the publicity it wants. Well, it is getting a lot of airtime in the back, so you got to see who's in last place. But hey, what can I tell you? Fox with the invisible, his crew doesn't even want to come out and help him. Only one guy, yeah, I'll help you, Fox. Come on, there you go. And so who's in the lead now? Is that that's your
Reese
teammate?
March?
Oh,
yeah.
Reese! Oh boy! And so Reese is probably like, whoa, what happened? What just happened? What just happened? So 7 drivers still in the field. It says Reese, but why does it say Rice?
Because his username is Riceman, so but his real name is Reese.
Okay, I was gonna say the first time I saw that, I thought he was like some Chinese guy or something. I like Riceman, but
no, he's completely British.
Completely Brit. All right. Well, there you go. Well, tomorrow we're going to go head-to-head with the English in a series that I'm going to be hosting on Project Cars 2 in the LP3 class against the United Kingdom. Today is the 4th of July, obviously, as you know, which we celebrate the American Independence Day from Britain. So tomorrow we're going to rehash that battle with the Americans versus the English in a hour and a half showdown at Circuit of the Americas in the LP3 class. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I invite all of y'all to come to my channel and watch that. Of course, Phoenix Motorsports Racing Simulations on YouTube. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun doing that. I'll be commentating, and I will be awake and on time tomorrow. So yeah, definitely tune in and watch some of that action. So I'm looking forward to that. Here we go, getting ready. Sharpening their knives. Sandro Dulius out front. Oh boy! So Reese has come in.
Yeah, there's one more lap, I believe, of the caution, but indeed Reese decided to pit as well during the caution, so he's probably going to catch up by the time the caution period is over.
Now he won't come out before these guys make it around, will he?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Oh, Edwards hit the wall and the tire warming. What did I tell you? He hit the wall tire warming. He's banged the wall hard. I wonder if that's knocked his toe out or his alignment out, but he's banged the wall and. Whoa, look at Fox like a rocket ship.
He's gonna get another lap back, of course.
Get away, yeah, get away, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that he can move his way up a little bit further up the road, because it's been a humbling experience so far in this race for him. So let's hope that he can sort of recover a little bit in this race.
He's an excellent commentator, but today not so good of an IndyCar driver. That's for sure. He's helped me several times for my F1 program, for my Vintage Le Mans series. and I think for a GT3 series. But guys definitely got a head on the shoulders. He understands racing. He understands motorsports.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's a shame to see him so far back. When I know he could be a lot more competitive than he is. I wonder what happened. That's all I wonder is what happened to our man here. I'm here to take his place. I wonder if he was mad at me and just made a mistake. Hey, Johnny, man, where's he at? But he's definitely gonna try to get his lap back. He's gonna get one lap back anyway. And these guys should be firing up here this time around. Is that right? Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah, I think they will restart the race on this lap.
Oh,
so,
boy, oh boy! Look at Dion down at the bottom of the track. They're trying to put some heat in his tires. He's gonna have to fit enough the wild man and the pass leader here, Edwards. So Dion is he's like, oh my God, what am I doing here? Sandro in the lead here. He's got Alexi behind him. We're in Alexi's car right now, and there's Dion looking at these guys. So. And look at your mirror there. The wild man filling up your mirrors there. Boy, that scared me more than anything else. I see Jensen behind me. I'll be like, oh my God. What do I do here? So, if you were in Sandro's position, is it just go whenever you get to a certain point, or do you have to cross a stripe, or is there like a space before the start-finish line?
Yeah, I think just after the final corner, just whenever he decides to go, the race will be underway, like in the safety car period, and that is now. So Sandro Dool is leading the way from Alexi Koivuniemen in second and Dion Staal in third position. Alexi was really the big winner out of this this caution period. He was running in last before the incident as well between Reese March and Jensen Randall. But Cameron Weston Edwards there very close as well to Jensen Randall. He's going to go side by side.
With damage fixed now, Alexi could be a lot more competitive because he had damage early on in that second sequence of between the competition caution.
So look at Alexi on the outside of Sandro Dool. Is he going to make it? Still deal with a very loud line as well.
Dion in the wall. He hit the wall up there again, but not hard, but he certainly brushed the wall.
Yeah, he did. And Alexi now right in the slipstream of Sandro Dool. Is he going to try and make a move? 8 to 10. Well, they couldn't be closer. Alexi to the outside then.
He's got to
run.
Can
he make it stick? Sandro is with the preferred inside line. And holds on to the lead.
At the bottom. He's got that car dialed in because he can put that car pretty much wherever he wants. That groove there. Hold it to the bottom. That's the fast part of it. That's the best line to have. Is oh boy, look
Cameron Weston Edwards under attack from Dion Staal. The 2017 race winner is going to look to the outside, but Cameron is got a defending line on the inside. That's the right place where you want to be. No way through for the Dutchman.
Oh, there's Jensen in the wall again. Jensen with that tight car hits the wall in the dirty air of these two in front of him here. So he rubbed the wall again. Oh, there's a Reese in the wall. Big cloud of dust shooting off there. So I wonder if tire pressures, I guess they're not all the way up yet, and these guys are definitely tight would be the word I'm looking for here, but definitely hitting the wall there. And I wonder if that far back the draft or the air turbulence is affecting the handling of their car.
Yeah, probably a little bit. Maybe the front end is washing out in the dirty air through the corners. But I think the slipstream definitely makes up for that. As Sandro and Alexi are pulling away a little bit from Cameron Weston Edwards in third position. The gap is now about a second. As Edwards goes a little bit wide there, followed by Dion Staal. But it's going to be interesting to see if Sandro actually can make a gap on Alexi, who was struggling at the beginning of the race. He is definitely not struggling now. Just 3/10 between the two leaders.
Yeah, well, he's not going to pull away from him now. As long as Alexi can stay right there with Sandro, I think he should be all right. Sandro's car is so fast. I mean, he just pulls whoever's with him right along. And look at that, Dion under attack by Jensen here. Woo, man, oh my God. Dion's probably like, get away from me. Get away, get away. Every time he gets underneath him, the back end of these cars just wants to get loose. And that's the case I've seen for pretty much everybody. If a car gets right underneath your back wing, your back tires seem to break free and lose traction. So Dion is definitely not wanting that to happen anymore. He doesn't want to drop any more spots back. He's already in fourth. And the leaders are just, they're trying to get away here. So he wants to be back up there with his teammate. He wants to be at least a little bit closer than, what is he at, half a second now? A little over half a second. and that seems like, he's only half a second away. But, this kind of racing, half a second is, a substantial amount of time, I guess, would be.
Certainly is.
So, I mean, yeah, definitely. At, what is that, 150 miles an hour, you're doing a football field a minute?
Cameron Weston Edwards around the outside of Alexi Koivuniemen. Sorry to interrupt, but he still manages to stick it in there. He's going to get it done around the outside. of
Man, he had those
Koivuniemen.
wheels cranked.
And look at Dion Style as well, trying to take advantage of that. He is now in a slipstream of Cameron Edwards, and he is going to get past Alexei Koivuniemen as well. So Koivuniemen loses 2 positions. Oh, and he's going to be by Jensen Randall is going to get through as well.
Oh my God, Jensen has just run him hot and wide, and Alexei in the wall, but he saves and gets off the thing there. Oh my God, they just mugged Alexei. What happened? He was in second spot. Now he's in the back of the bus.
Yeah,
Holy
that's
smoke.
how quickly things can change in the Indy 500.
Wow. Holy moly, man. Oh my God. So that all started with Edwards. Edwards had that thing cranking to the left. I mean, he had full lock on that steering wheel trying to get that thing turned. Wow. Holy moly, man.
And look at Dion now with the drive on the outside coming into turn 1. He doesn't have the slipstream, but he's still going to try it. Can Weston Edwards defend? He's on the inside, still side by side. But Dion Starr just about can't manage to make it through.
Edwards slides right up and almost takes the tip of Dion's nose off there, but oh my God! Look at Edwards again. He's cranking that wheel. He's just trying to hold that thing pinned down there. He's got a lot of speed, but very little of the web. Oh my! Look at that! Very little of the web control. Is that? I don't know. That's kind of a little bit dangerous. Oh, again, look at his car. Look how loose his car is. Edwards, I'm referring to.
Yeah,
in between these two cars.
Sandro Dooley is still hanging on to the lead, but it's less than a tenth of a second. Cameron Edwards is going to try to regain lead. He's going to go to the outside. And there's nothing Sandro can do. And Cameron Edwards back into the lead here on lap 87.
Wow. He's got a rocket ship of a car.
Oh, Dion still, that were very wide. And he's going to be passed by Jensen. No, he doesn't.
Oh my God. Jensen took a big look underneath him there. And Sandro's like, what happened? What just happened? Talk about a bold and a brave driver here. Edwards has just managed to just muscle and beat his way to the top of the field here from somewhere in the back of the pack here, back in 4th or 5th. But he just came out of nowhere, man. The greatest comeback since Lazarus. Edwards has come through and taken the lead at lap 87 after leading most of the second. What are we calling that?
Caution.
The second, the second run, green flag.
Okay, yeah, the second phase after the caution. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that. yeah. But so Edwards has definitely got the car to lead. He's got pace. Lacks a little bit in handling as far as the corners and in the draft. But heck, if you're leading the race, that really doesn't matter. So yeah, for sure, it's just getting your way up through the field and getting to the front there. But well, he sure did that, man. I mean, he had those guys in the mirror. The guys whose mirror he was filling up. Under attack. He had them worried. Look at Dion. Oh my God. And Jensen is just looking high and low and low and high and just trying to get underneath there. And look at
He's trying it everywhere to find the right past Dion. There's been a little bit of a gap from these two towards the leaders, Cameron Edwards and Sandro Julius. Sandro is still trying to stick in the slipstream of Wesley Edwards, but no way through just yet.
And they left Alexei behind. Bye, Alexei. See you later. Bye. And
he's dropped off. Yeah, 4.4 seconds behind.
Reese and him, they might as well just hook up with each other. Reese is 3 seconds behind him. What happened? We saw Reese hit the wall earlier in the series here. In the at this part of the race here after the competition caution, he hit the wall. I guess second lap in there. And he's just falling all the way back. He's gone. I mean, he's not even in the frame anymore. There he was, just a small speck in the background there. But wow, not where he wants to be. Fox has got a lap back. He's made up 2 laps in the last, 50 laps, 60 laps. But that's how hard it is. These guys are really running hard. He even crashed, and he still couldn't get his lap back, man. So hopefully this won't happen again here, the wrecking part. But look at Sandros. He's looking high. Now he wants to look low. And he's trying to get Edwards to make a move. Oh, man, Dion. Oh, boy, I tell you what. Jensen is just playing with fire here underneath the wing of Dion. He's got him loose, and he's going to make a move. He's got to run. And does he get him? He does not. So Jensen, he's playing this game. He gets underneath the back wing of Dion here and breaks his traction. Dion has to hold it down and fight it to keep it pointed in the right direction. Jensen tries to make a move, but Sandro recovers too quickly and staves off the attack. And that's happened about 3 or 4 times already. I've watched that in the background there transpire. And Dion has probably had enough of Jensen. Somebody get him away from me, or Let me get up here in the front.
Yeah, he probably won't go anytime soon. 9 laps to go then here at the 2020 Indianapolis 500. Jensen then looking to the outside of Dion Stahl, but he's just not close enough to get it done there into turn 1. But still, the top 4 is so close to get it here with 8.5 laps to go.
Now, right? Yeah. 10 laps to go. Oh my lord, that's went by fast. Yeah, so, oh boy, come on there. So Jensen wants to get up to the front. I think he's going to make a move here, and it's going to be a pretty crazy one. He's got nothing to lose. He's got nothing to lose.
Exactly, and also time is slowly running out now, so it's surely now or never for Jensen Rendell, because we're getting closer and closer to the finish, and he can't afford to let Cameron Weston-Edwards and Sandro Dulis pull away at the front of this race, so he's going to try and find a way past Dion Stahl here.
Now, I wonder if Sanders is going to try to do something a little bit, I don't want to say foolish, but a little bit more on the risky side here. You know, this is going to be his first attempt at a win. He's so close now. These guys, look at there, Jensen! Oh my God! Oh my God! What I tell you, these guys in second and fourth spot here are definitely going to try to make something happen. They have nothing to lose. And again, Dion trying to, I don't want to say block, but position his car in the right spot here to keep Jensen behind him. But look at Jensen, just chewing all over the back.
Yeah, he's making himself right. He's aggressive. And he's definitely going to try something in the remaining couple of laps. Look at Sandro! He's going to try it on the outside of the turn 1. Is it going to make it stick? They're still side by side. Just not cuts across the front. Oh, and he's spun. Sandro's in the wall. Oh, I can't believe it.
It's too early, Sandros. It's too early to go yet, man. Oh my God! So Edwards, Jensen, and Jensen finds himself in P2, and no, Alexi in the wall. He had to make a move for. Oh
he
my
was
God!
Just avoided him.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Alexi's probably like, what has just happened? Sandros is like, oh my God! Here comes Reese, now about to pick up that spot. So Edwards, Jensen have definitely inherited the lead. That puts Dion now in P3, so he's still got an opportunity. So it's going to be a three-way battle for the lead here, or should I say a three-way menage a trois of motorsports madness.
So here we go. The order has changed. Weston Edwards from Jensen Rendell is now right back in the fight, as is Dion Stahl. So we've got a group of 3 here with 5.5 laps to go in the 4th edition of the SRL Indy 500.
Oh. If Jensen wins this, I am just going to shit a brick house, man. What a great drive from Jensen. The wild man himself here has just beat down everybody that came to the front, and Edwards is probably like, oh my God, not him, please, not him.
He is not exactly the one you want behind you.
No, not at all, not at all. And Dion is probably like loving this, because now Dion could just line his car up and get a run if he can, and maybe at least get second, but he's got to try to get around Jensen.
He's right there again.
Not like that, he can't. Oh my God! So this is going to be a two-way battle for the front here, as Jensen Edwards are going to just fight it out here, man. Like I said earlier, a Mexican knife fight in a phone booth, and that is going to be a lot of cutting, a lot of slicing. There goes Jensen taking a look.
It's a look at the outside. But yeah, I can't make it through just yet.
Not gonna do it yet. He's waiting. Now this guy here is like Jack the Ripper, man. He's gonna wait to pop out and get you. You know, he's gonna just slice you right when you don't expect it here. And,
exactly.
Look how low the Edwards goes to the wall there, just to try to break the draft. Anything to just defend this position. 3 laps to go here, man.
This is gonna be a great finish.
I have not sat down since the start of this.
Yeah, same. I'm actually standing up as well. This is really exciting, and this is definitely gonna be a great final showdown here in the 2020 SRL Indy 500. Jensen Rendell to the outside. It's so close between these two. Under a tenth of a second.
He's trying to bait him. He goes to the high side. He knows Edwards is going to try to defend, and then he tries to shoot underneath it and tries to do the over and under. Look, see here, he goes again here. Edwards says, I'm not going to fall for that banana, the tailpipe trick. And
2 laps to go. Time is running out for Jensen Rendell. Can Dion still also do something? He can probably just benefit if these two tangle up with each other, but it's still Cameron Weston-Edwards leading the way. He hasn't stepped a foot wrong since the restart after the first caution. But this top 3 here under half a second with 1.5 laps to go here at the Indy 500. Jensen Rendell still in the slipstream of Cameron Weston-Edwards. He's going to try it on the outside again.
Dion's going to go with him. Dion's going to try to push him through there. He says, no, better not.
Rendell around the outside. Is he going to make it stick? He is still keeping it in there.
So far, but
side by side, they're now going to come into the final lap. Dion Stahl is going to want to get a piece of the action as well. Side by side, 3 wide coming to the final lap.
Oh my God. What?
Oh,
they
Mason
catch
Edwards and Dion Stowe still 3 wide. Oh, and Edwards is skipping across the track.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Oh, Dion Stowe is missed. Is gone, and it's now Jensen. Oh, he spun as well.
Oh my. And that gives the race effectively to Edwards as he is about to take victory here with a lap to go.
Yeah, still 1 lap remaining.
What kind of speed does he have? How slow is he now? He's definitely lost bits and pieces. I saw red bits and pieces flying off his car, and Edwards in a last lap melee shootout beat down. Oh my God, has about to take victory in the Indy 500 here.
If he can keep it together.
To go.
Yeah.
Oh
wow.
my God, the nearest car is Jensen 4 seconds back, but not a threat. As long as he can pin it down, keep it down, modulate his throttle, modulate his position on the track and stay out of the wall, Edwards is going to be your new Indy 500. Look at this battle back here.
There's a great battle here. By the way, Francis McGinn tuning in on the live chat as well. He is the 2018 Indy 500 winner. But it's Sandro Dooley's now suddenly back into a podium position here with Dion Stowe, Reese March and Alexei Koivuniemen right behind him. But it's surely going to be Cameron Weston-Edwards now who's going to take victory here at the 2020 Indianapolis 500. Just half a lap to go for the Brit. And he's going to come home here and take the checkered flag to win his maiden SRL Indy 500 victory. And behind them, there was, somebody spun it again. I think it was Dion. So Sandro is going to hang on to 3rd position with Reese March in 4th and Alexei Koivuniemen in 5th place. What a final cup.
That's a sour milk. Oh my God. What a race. What a fantastic race.
Yeah, what a race indeed. Well done to Dion Stowe. He was there for a long time, but he just...
oh my God. He got the bottle rocket without a stick. Jensen, man, just almost did it. Could have done it, but didn't. Came up short. Are you going to call these guys up for post-race interviews?
Yeah, I think I am, but what a racer. Cameron Weston-Edwards, who has managed to come out on top, but that was just an unbelievable final couple of laps. It was a shame about the incident, though. I would have loved to see that go on until the finish, but indeed, bravo to Cameron Weston-Edwards and all the other drivers for putting up a...
What a race. 3-way battle for the lead on the last lap. Side by side. I mean, come on, that's fantastic driving, and that is some close racing. Folks, it's not going to get any closer than that. Check out SRL, man. These guys have got a great league. I encourage you to come down here and talk to Sandros when he's not mad now. Because right now he's furious. Don't come right now, but come later on. You send him a message, let him know about your interest in the league. Leave your comments here in the box, and definitely give them guys a thumbs up because they definitely deserved it. Heck, I already subscribed last night. I watched some of the races. Fantastic stuff. These guys are a great crew. My hats off to them. I get my apologies for being late, but wow. I wouldn't have. I'm glad I made it. That's for dang sure. Because these guys put on a hell of a show, man. Wow, good stuff, man.
And it was almost like history repeated itself with Sandro Dooley crashing out with just a couple of laps to go again. After he had a chance, but he threw it away. I mean, it probably wasn't his fault, but it was a shame about the crash. But
wow. And then Dion too, getting caught up in that 3-way battle there in the back. His car was airborne. I mean, Scott Dixon style, way in the air.
Exactly. I feel sorry for Dion as well. He would have had he could have had a good result here as well. But it is what it is.
Jensen, man? Jensen holding on to by the hair on his teeth, man. I mean, this guy was holding on by his last pinky nail, man. Couldn't get it done. Great and valiant effort from Jensen. But the Brit, you know what? This is the only victory y'all are going to get today on the 4th. That's right. I want you to know that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to quickly invite the top 3 to the party.
Wholehearted thanks goes out to Nick here for missing the race and jumping in for me. I mean, that is a true league member, a true sportsman, and a true friend of these guys out here. So, Nick Van Gelder, congratulations and well done for you, man. Thank you for helping us out here.
Awesome no problem.
Well, so there you have it. Oh my God, Sandros, man. First of all, sorry about this morning, but what a race, dude. What happened to your car, man? Why did you? What happened there? Your car just got loose, or did you have some help there and crashing out within striking distance of a checkered flag?
Oh yeah, it's been kind of heartbreaking. Not gonna lie. Cameron had a very quick car, but I was I felt I was quicker in the last like 7 laps, I think. And my tires were overheating, so I really wanted to go for it at that point. Otherwise, I probably would have waited another 1 or 2 laps. I was on the outside, and I was talking to Cameron, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm still on the outside, but I believe Cameron got loose, and he wasn't completely clear yet." And yeah, he just made some contact with his right rear of the car, and that just sent me in the wall, and it made me spin to the inside.
We were watching that. We couldn't see what happened, and we just saw your car just break free all of a sudden, and it was in the wall. And Nick and I were just like, our hearts just dropped for you, man. We were just like, oh my God, what a horrible accident. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. You had the lead for most of the race. I mean, you had to be confident that you had the car to win.
Yeah, Cameron had a lighter car there in the end, and he seemed very quick all race. But as soon as he overtook me, I knew he wouldn't get away. I knew I was definitely on pace, and if you're in the draft, you're obviously always in contention for the win. And yeah, I definitely think I could have won this one. Definitely, I think would have been very close there in the end with Cameron, but very unfortunate. It was a matter of centimeters. He was just not clear, and he got loose on the inside. Obviously, unfortunate it wasn't on purpose or something. And congratulations to Cameron definitely for winning the Indy 500.
What a sportsman you are, man. Congratulations again on your finish. You got a podium. I know that's a little consolation, but hey, man, at least you got a podium, man. And that's all that matters. You're a great sportsman and a great administrator. Fantastic opportunity to watch you. Again, my apologies, but wow, what a race, man. Good job.
Thanks.
All right, who else is in the room here?
Yeah, we're going to move on to Jensen Randall for finishing in second place. But man, you guys really put on a great show today. It was really close at the front and a lot of overtakes as well. And you seem to be... you made some pretty exciting overtakes. Your car seemed to be a little bit loose as well sometimes, but you were definitely a lot of fun to watch. It looked like you were pretty. You were really wanting to win this race probably. But
it was like an action movie. It was like
exactly.
Like a Bruce Willis action flick, man. Because this guy was all over the place. It was a great job, man. I had more fun watching you than anybody else, Jensen. I got to tell you, great stuff today,
talk us through your race, Jensen.
Yeah, good quality pace. Got the slipstream when it counted off my Ganassi teammate Zero or Alexi, but yeah, very close to pole. Of course, lost out a bit on the start and just dropped away, but it was the final. I reckon I probably would have won the race.
Wow.
But yeah.
Your car was tight for most of the race. Was that the issue? Because we saw you brush the wall several times. I mean, really brush the wall. Dust flying off it, but you still maintain pace. Was that what the issue with your car? There was it just tight? Was it the handling issue, or was it dirty air?
I don't know, because even in clean air, I have the same issue. Like I don't have, for some reason, my cornering speed, I just have had barely any of it compared to my quality. I was about 20 miles per hour slower.
Wow.
Out of the final corner. And I was only keeping up in the drafts, so...
That was your weapon today. Was a draft? Because when you were behind cars, you were just you were a rocket ship. It just seemed like your control was a little bit off there, man. Because it was a lot of fun to watch you race because you were pretty much you scared everybody out of the way.
You came to the front that way.
You put the fear of God in their hearts, man. And man, what a great drive, man. You had an opportunity there on the last lap, battling it out with Edwards. Tell me about that last lap there for you when contact was made. What was going through your mind, and how did that contact initially start? Was it you breaking free, or was it Edwards?
To be fair, I had a chance, but it was highly unlikely, even with that, because I knew Cameron would come back for sure through the corners and get me down the straight. But in the end, it's how I would picture it onto end P2, at least. I would take any position, really. I just enjoyed racing.
What a great sportsman! Fantastic job, man. Well done. I really enjoyed watching you. That was a great racing today. Good job.
Yeah. Cheers.
All right. Moving on to to the race winner, Cameron Edwards.
Today's the 4th of July. Today's the day that America won its independence from England, and this is the only victory you're going to get today, Mr. Edwards. I want you to know that. But you guys, man, Edwards, I got to tell you, man, I enjoyed watching you race, probably just about as much as I enjoyed watching Jensen. You had some fantastic pace, keeping in front of Sandro's. Your car seemed a little bit twitchy at some points, but man, I can't believe you held on to that, man. Tell me about that, because my heart was in my throat that last lap, man, especially with all that three-way contact, I thought you were out because I saw your car had contact first. I saw your wing fly off, and then after that, everybody else just went crashing. So talk to me about that particular incident there.
Well, during the last stint, I got caught out in the pit sequence. I got caught a lap down behind Reese, so I was down in about 6th. And obviously that dirty air killed my tyres. So I got to the lead in about 8 laps, but by that point the tyres were absolutely shagged, and there was nothing left on them, so I was left in front. I was pretty much sideways through corner entry. I was getting so much oversteer. And then obviously as soon as I was going defensive, when you're going low on the track, obviously you have to turn in more to make the corner. That increased oversteer. So that's how the incident with Sandro happened. Just a massive twitch, which he just clipped the front of his car. And then I don't think I actually made contact with Jensen on that penultimate lap. I think he lost it on the curb. I didn't feel any contact.
No, I turned in too much.
Yeah, but then that incident, that three-way incident with Dion and I think it was Jensen. There was obviously 3 wide is going to be difficult going into that corner, and Dion came down a little bit in reaction to Jensen's car, and there wasn't enough of a gap for me, so I had to take the grass, which ended up being the correct decision because I was able to slide back up the track in front of them.
Wow.
And got pretty lucky with how the car was spat out from the barrier, and that was enough to hold on.
Your car it was actually pointed the wrong direction at that point. Cars were coming, they were behind you a little ways, about 14 seconds, 15 seconds. But I mean, I cannot believe you got that thing turned around and up to speed and still held on to the win. Fantastic driving, man. Fantastic control of emotion, man. Because a lot of guys would have just been panicking, trying to grab gears, spinning their tires, spinning around. But you held on to it, man. It shows your racing prowess and your understanding of motorsports. I got to tell you, man, this was a hard-fought victory. What a race win, man. You got to be completely mentally exhausted on this one.
Well, I didn't win it really in the way that I wanted to. I would have much rather sort of won it with the entirety of the challenges right behind me. But yeah, I mean, we've been going around in circles for 2 hours, and it is a lot more exhausting than it would sound.
Absolutely. You sound tired, but congratulations on your win, man. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy watching the replay. Yeah, that was awesome. Go
exactly.
ahead.
You guys really put up a great show, and congrats, Cameron, with coming out on top. That was an amazing race. But also, thanks to Johnny for being with me in the commentary after a slight delay. But
Nick had it under control, and I got to give him all props for that, man. Awesome stuff there.
No
did
worries,
Fox come in
thanks.
here? Did Lance come in here?
No, I just invited the top 3. I could also invite some more drivers, but
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. This was got to be one of the most exciting races I've seen at IndyCar, and I've seen a lot of them. But man, that last 3 or 4 laps there was just the best.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's going to be one to show and share with a lot of my people here. So I'm going to be passing this link around here. So yeah, good job, man. So wow. Let's see if anybody else comes up here. While you're doing that, let me open the door and let this young man come out here. My dog Wallace, he's awake now, and he's definitely looking to go do some adventuring outside. So let me go ahead and open the door and see if somebody else comes up. And give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna end the live stream shortly. So, well, thanks for giving this great race, because it was definitely very exciting to watch and to commentate on. It's a bit of a shame I could have participated myself, but I chose to, of course, myself, so it's not a problem. And I definitely enjoyed watching and commentating it as well.
All right.
It was definitely a great show and a great Indy 500 race. I think this is the 4th edition now of the SRL Indy 500. So congratulations to Cameron for winning, and Jensen Randall and Sander Dulis for picking up 2nd and 3rd. We've got Dion Stow in the live chat. He is congratulating Cameron as well. Dion, if you're listening, I really feel sorry for you, because Dion, you were so close to getting a good result, and unfortunately it didn't quite go your way. But,
I was at the Dion trailer buying a shirt, man. I mean, that's how much I enjoyed your run, man. I have the Dion shirt already. I got the Ashes chaps. I was ready to go, man. I mean, but what a crash. I'd like to talk to you about that and what it felt like to be upside down on the back straight of Indianapolis at over 200 miles an hour. That had got to be a wild ride, but that was a very exciting. Very exciting stuff there, man. Dion, he had the car, man. You had the car to do it. Sanders, they had almost identical setups. because both cars had major pace when they were together. At the beginning of the race, they were just pulling away from the rest of the field, and I thought that's the way it was going to be. It was going to be Dion, Sandro's 1-2, but not to be. Neither one of them finished on the actually one finished on the podium, but neither one of them finished where they wanted to, that's for sure. Wow, I don't know what to tell you, man. These guys were really hammering down. Now, I also wanted to find out what happened to Lance. Does anybody know what happened to Lance and why he was so far back? No, nobody does know. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. He's probably messaging me right now. My phone's off. I don't even know where it's at. I still haven't found it yet, so it's around here somewhere. But yeah, still. Well, Nick, I got to tell you, man. What are your thoughts on this race? I guess we'll tidy it up here and wrap it up.
Yeah, well, we've certainly seen some amazing racing, and it was super close at the end, especially at the end with the top three, but as well throughout the race. There were lots of battles going on. I think at the start of the race, in the first phase before the caution, we had Sandro and Cameron at the front battling it out, and we had Reese and also Max Mulder back then battling it out for P3. So we always had constant battles throughout the entire race, and it was a really action-packed race. And I think everybody can definitely be proud of the performance that has been displayed today. But unfortunately, there can only be one winner. But I'm going to round off the broadcast here then. So thanks to everybody who's tuned into the live stream. Thanks to Johnny as well for still joining me here in the commentary booth. And thanks to all the drivers
for being late. My apologies for being late. But so is life. And but still, I hope I gave you guys a little bit of help here. But yeah, what a great job. And again, my hats off to Sandro. And my thanks to Sandro for inviting me and allowing me to participate. This has opened my eyes to a whole different world. I just never knew that Europeans could be so fast on an oval track. I know you guys are some awesome road course racers, but oval track, that's American thing, man. So us Americans like that oval track racing. But yeah, I'll tell you what, man, great stuff. You guys are definitely very competitive, and maybe one day I can talk to Sandro so we can go head to head with our league against your league, and maybe some oval track or some road course racing, and and have some fun that way. But you guys definitely are a spot on crew. I really appreciate it, and yeah, what can I tell you? SRL, I'm going to get my SRL shirt. Yeah, so go buy the SRL trailer, get your shirts, get your Ashes chaps, and of course your SRL hats and all the other accessories that they have there. So I'm definitely going to gear up. But yeah, good stuff. Lance, well, if you're out there, and dude, what happened, Lance? Come on, Lance. Well, I don't know what happened, but we'll find out. He's probably telling me all kinds of nasty things right now on the phone, but yeah, I guess that's it, man. We're out of here. Cisco and Johnny, Wallace the dog, say bye for now. Adios, amigos, and we will see y'all when we see y'all.
Yeah, that's been it for Indy 500. Next week, SRL is going to be back for the final round in the GT3 Intercontinental Championship for the final race in Gelder. So hopefully we'll see you there. And this is where we're going to round it off for the 2020 edition of the SRL Indy 500. So thanks to Johnny for commentating. Thanks for all the drivers for participating and everybody who's tuned into the live stream. And see you next week for GT3 Gelder.
I'll be there.